Hello, I'm delighted to welcome you back to Victor Isibo Reviews. First timers, subscribe. Why should you subscribe? This channel talks about your edification. Anything that will edify you and make you a better version of yourself financially, morally, and spiritually. Okay? If you want to improve your standard of living all rounder, then you need to subscribe to this channel and watch out for updates on this channel. Now turn on the bell notification so that you don't miss any of my subsequent videos. Returnees, old timers, salute. It's a pleasure having you back on this channel. Now, what are we discussing today? Okay, we're talking money today. Now we're talking 13 money mistakes you have been making, and you need to stop making them right now. Without further ado, let's dive right into it. Money mistake number one. Do not borrow money that attracts interest to start your business. No. It's a mistake you don't want to make. It is not the best, okay? Because you're going to be putting too much pressure too early on your business, okay? Now, even if you had the money, you owned the money, and you started your business with that money, I always suggest that you let that business breathe for 6 months. Now, every return you get from the business, reinvest it into the business. Do not start taking out of the business too early. Okay? You can be a hungry man and you start a business and you just want to start living off that business immediately. It doesn't end well. Okay? That's bad enough. Now, consider you borrowing money to start a business, and the next month you need to start servicing the interest on the loan you got. Oh, it's going to be too much, too early for your business to handle, and you might be hurting your chances of succeeding at that business. Mistake number two. Do not start spending money you have not earned. What does that even mean? Okay, now you got a call from your uncle telling you, oh, Victor, I'm going to give you $200 by next month. And what does Victor do? Victor goes and starts calling people. Okay, I'm going to be giving you $50 by next month because I'm expecting $200 next month. And what does Victor do again? Victor goes to the grocery shop and say, I need to buy some groceries, groceries of $100. I'll be paying by next month. There's some amount of money I'm expecting. Now, they give him groceries. Now, he goes and buys some other things on credit in anticipation of the money that is coming by next month. And by next month, he calls his uncle. The uncle is not picking, and no money is coming from nowhere. You see, it doesn't just make sense. Wait till you have money from the source that promised you before you start promising others. That is a wrong transfer of promises. If the promise you're expecting has not been fulfilled and you're already going about promising other people, you are creating a long chain of heartbreaks, because once your source breaks your heart, disappoints you, you are going to transfer the disappointment and the heartbreak to other people that you promised. Probably your uncle who even promised you $200 was promised by somebody else too, and that person failed him, so he failed you, and because they failed you, you will fail others. You see, it just doesn't make any sense for you to start spending money that you have not gotten. Money mistake number three. If you have any plans to save money, once you get the money, save first before you start spending. Why? Because people who spend first with the plan of saving later never have anything left to save. Because I did a video on Parkinson's law, that your expenses have a way of expanding to exhaust all the money in your pocket. There exists the urge to spend when there exists the awareness that there is still some money left. Okay, now you can curb that by saving first. Save first, then have your mindset that, oh, this is what is left. Now you have $200 and you saved $50 first. Then you have your mindset on, okay, what I have left is $150. It is better than having $200 and you say, okay, I'm going to spend $150, then later save the rest $50. Okay, now when you spend the $150, you go shopping, you spend the $150, then you're going to see a very beautiful wristwatch. Wow, this wristwatch is awesome, but I've spent what I wanted to spend, $150. Then you just, okay, let me just ask the salesperson, how much is this wristwatch? You're assuming that you're not going to be able to afford it. Okay, let me just ask, how much is this wristwatch? And the salesperson is going to be like, wow, this wristwatch is just $20. Then you're thinking, I still have $50. Now the temptation is there for you to spend what you intended to save. So save first before you start spending. Money mistake number 4. Now you have the opportunity, a very rare and golden opportunity to meet with a very wealthy person, be it a business meeting or a pleasure meeting or something over dinner or something, but you are in the presence of a multi-billionaire. Hey, remember your home training. Don't go asking them for money. No, don't do that. Don't go asking them for money. You will lose the respect that they had for you. Okay? So what you should ask them is, how did you get here? How did you start? I want your story to inspire me. Let them know that you're willing to work hard. Let them know that you're patient. Let them know that you have perseverance to go on the same journey they went so as to arrive at the same destination they arrived. So tell them to tell you their story so that you can learn from it. Now, when they see that, oh, this guy is inspired, this guy wants ideas, this guy is willing to work hard, don't be surprised. They might even give you money. Okay, so, but don't go there asking them for money. Most wealthy people don't like that. They like to share their story. They like to help you along your journey morally and by giving you all the mental support that you need. Money shouldn't be what you put at the front. Okay, be ready to learn from them. Be ready to carry out a few tasks for them. Render a little service for them. Instead of asking them for money, you can ask them what you can do for them. Let them know your expertise. Let them know your area of strength. Don't worry. They will ask you to do something for them and you will get your reward. Okay. Money mistake number 5. Keeping your seed instead of planting it. Okay, now, when you have money comes to you. Consider the fact that when you save, it's good to save, but when you save, treat your savings like a seed and not a fruit. I'm going to say this again for emphasis. When you save, treat your savings like a seed and not a fruit. What happens to a farmer that eats up all his seed? He's going to be hungry. Okay? So when you treat your savings like a seed, you're going to plant them, which is investment. Planting is to farming, investment is to business. Now you're going to invest your seed so that it can yield fruits. Now your savings are seeds. Don't eat them up deliberately, except of course if it's an emergency, but do not plan to eat your savings. Plan to invest your savings. Now the proceeds from your investments are fruits which you can gladly eat. But make sure you don't run out of seeds by eating your seeds. Any farmer who eats the seeds goes hungry. Okay? So treat your savings as seeds that you need to plant, invest, so as to yield more returns, fruits which you can now eat. Seeds are not meant to be eaten. Number 6, do not lend someone an amount of money you cannot afford to lose. Now, this applies generally but most especially with your friends and your family members. Now, people, when they want to borrow money from you, it's always a very peaceful thing. Oh, very peaceful. They will come looking very humble. They will put up a pitiable face. You will see them, you will pity them. I need this money. It's for medical bills, it's for my school fees, it's for my... They are always very humble with a very low voice. If you don't listen well, you won't hear them when they are begging you to lend them some money. But when it comes to repayment, if care is not taken, you people will go and do the repayment at the police office, police station. If you people are not careful, you will go and hold a family meeting to get a repayment. So when somebody comes and tells you, oh, I need you to lend me some money, okay, probably they say $500, and in your mind you're like, I cannot afford to gift this person $500. What can I afford to gift this person so that if they don't pay me back, I'm not going to go hungry? Okay, it's $100, right? Now, lend them $100. Then go and relax with peace of mind. If they return the loan, fine. If they don't return the loan, it's okay. And you know what that also means? It means they will never have the guts to come back to you for a loan if they don't return that money. And on the flip side, that money is not an amount that can make you lose sleep at night. Okay? So remember, do not lend anybody any amount of money that you are not prepared to lose, because your friendship, your relationship could be jeopardized by that. Okay? Money mistake number 7. Now, never append your signature like a guarantor to somebody when the money involved, you do not have the wherewithal to pay it. Let me rephrase that. Now, somebody wants to go into a hire purchase agreement with another person about a vehicle, and that vehicle is worth $1,000, and they've come to you to say, this person is your friend, this person is your acquaintance, this person is your family member. We want you to surety for the person. We want you to attest to the person's character. We want you to be the person's guarantor. Now, the first thing you want to do is look at your bank account. Do I have $1,000 there? Even if I have it, would I be able to part with that money to guarantee that this guy is going to be of good behavior and pay this money? If the answer is no, then you're not suitable. You're not suitable enough to guarantee that person. A guarantor is somebody who has the wherewithal to pay the money involved if the person they are guaranteeing for defaults. So if you do not have that wherewithal, I'm sorry, you cannot be the guarantor. You cannot be the guarantor. Number 8, avoid keeping money you do not intend to use in the short term within your available reach. Okay, now probably you have $500 that you want to keep for later. Okay, then you now put it in your pocket. Now you don't have any plans of using this $500 yet, but you have it in your wallet. It goes with you wherever you go. You're going to be tempted or forced into using part of that money. You have to keep such monies you don't have any plans for out of your reach. Make it difficult for you to access it so that you wouldn't spend it on frivolities. You can spend the whole of that $500 on ice cream. You need to get that money out of your pocket, put it far away from you, in your bank account, in your savings account, in your fixed deposit, wherever. Keep it out of your reach. Money mistake number 9. Avoid keeping money in odd places, like in your pocket, in your socks, under your pillow, in your car dashboard and stuff like that. This is related to number 8 kind of, because such monies, you come across them surprisingly and it looks like you've won a lottery. You didn't win a lottery. You kept the money there. It is your hard-earned money. Forget the fact that it's in your socks. Forget the fact that it's in a pocket of a cloth that you just took away from the washing machine. Forget the fact that it's under your pillow. It's still your money. And when you see such money, okay, your brain deceives you into believing that it is bonus money. You just won a lottery. You did not win any lottery. It is your money and you should be responsible for how you spend it. Okay, so when you believe that, oh, I just came across this money, I'm lucky, the temptation to spend it on trivial things would be there. Okay, so avoid keeping your monies in strange places. Money mistake number 10: avoid spending your money on things you can obviously live without, things that you don't need. Now, when I have the urge to spend my money on something, I take time out to think, Victor, if you don't get this item now, would you go hungry? If you don't get this item now, would you die? Does not having this item impact on your life negatively in any way, even quite remotely? Then I don't need to buy it. Honestly, I don't need to buy it. Money mistake number 11: paying an amount of money for a commodity when you know you can get it for cheaper somewhere else that is not so inconvenient for you to go. Sometimes we get really lazy. Now you're in the shopping mall and you see this phone, and they tell you that this phone is probably $500, and you know somewhere else not too far from you where they sell the phone for $350. But because, oh, I'm here already, people say that a lot, I'm here already, I'm buying here already, let me just buy everything here. $150 is not much, let me just buy everything here. No matter the difference, go and get your commodities, your services at the best price. Look for the best price. Okay, get them at the best price. You don't have to buy everything at one place. If there is a better price somewhere else for that thing, you may be saving up to maybe $50, $100, and it's going to snowball together at the end of the day to become something massive. Always look for the best price. Number 12, consistently spending all that you earn or even more than you earn. Do I need to expatiate on this? You earn $70 a month and your monthly expenditure is $100. You are in trouble. You're in trouble. You need to be able to curb your excessive spending by working on a strict budget. Don't spend all that you earn. You have to set aside some money for savings, and those savings become investments later. Don't spend all that you earn or spend more than you earn. It doesn't make any sense. Money mistake number 13: thinking too much into the long term and forgetting about the short term. Now we have bills to pay, like bills to pay right now, tomorrow, next week, in the nearest future. Now, when you now think 50 years ahead and you forget the now, you're going to suffer now, and it just doesn't make sense. It's like spending all the money you have to buy a plot of land in an area that projections say that in the next 30 years, that area is going to go industrial and the value of your land would increase. That's a good investment plan, but do you have enough money to pursue that investment plan? No! You spent all that you have, and your house rent is expiring next month, your children's school fees are coming soon, your wife is pregnant and she would put to bed soon, probably through a cesarean, and you spend all that you have on a long-term investment. It doesn't make sense. You're going to look like a fool. It doesn't make sense. Now, these are 13 money mistakes. If you have been making them, make sure you make amends and see how you can correct them so that you can have access to more money and a brighter financial future. And if you got value from this video, give me a like. Hit the share button so that you can show others on social media, your friends and family. Let me see your comment in the comment section below. Tell me about some other money mistakes that you're making. Now, you see these videos? Beautiful videos, makes sense. You're going to learn a lot from them. So make sure you watch them right after this video. Till I see you next time, I remain Victor Isibo. Salute. Bye-bye.